It's time to unbox something. Hi, again, welcome. Or, I don't know if you haven't been here before. Hi, welcome. Not again, but welcome. I'm here with an unboxing, and it's really cool because it is a book I've already read. I'm not sure if it's just the first or the first and the second, but I think it's the first. But it is City of Thicket. I haven't done a review on this on my channel because it was in 2023 when I read this, and I don't think I was really posting reviews like this back then, was I? I don't remember, but I didn't. I don't believe I did. I looked at my review from 2023, and I saw I gave it 5 stars. I do remember bits and pieces. I think about it sometimes, and I really enjoyed this book. This is City of Thicket by A.T. Viach. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but he has sent me the book. It's got a little revamp. I know that the last time I read this, or I guess the first time I read this, it was tweaked a little bit to show the advancements of AI in the time. Let me read the summary for you real quick. This is the cover that I originally got. So, let's read it, shall we? Oscar Sunder designed a way for humans to live forever. He fueled selfish desires and skirted serious laws. Engineered to prove the existence of God, Oscar must barter his innocence over the life of his family. In a recycled world, people can reach their potential. In Thicket, no one can survive without the silver-collar society. People use bioengineering to face the painful errors of the past, and as memories are illegally traded, everyone capable of second chances will stumble without something to believe. You know what I just remembered? I don't have my microphones. I'm getting used to it. Let me go get them. 1 second. Piggy, look out. I went all the way into the living room just to remember I had them in here with me. I hope you can hear me. All right, well, let's hope that sounds better. And let me finish reading. Like, so paranoid. Good as that's gonna get, I guess. Where were we? One person can make a difference, but the survival of Thicket can become the one decision that saves the lives of millions by someone breaking all the rules. Having salvaged the last stronghold in existence, the people of Thicket have become more than a tale of hope for the future of the human race. The people of Thicket, interwoven in culture, are humanity's promise for a better world built upon the recycled rubble of an insensitive planet. In an era of body modifications and second chances, Oscar is among those many would call a specialist. Thanks to the silver-collar society, the pathway to immortality will become the tale of the man who tried to live forever. Before earning a professional writing degree from Southern Oregon University, A.T. Viach, sorry if I'm butchering that, grew up on the beach of Kauai. Turning his love of poetry into an art of storytelling, he created the Thicket trilogy. Following the silver-collar society and the cityscape within, he lives in Southern Oregon. Follow his Twitter at City of Thicket. All right, so that's this. Let's see what it looks like. He did send me like a little video of him unboxing it and like whatever, so I know what it's supposed to look like. And I'll never get to see it because I can't open this dang box. Really, Piggy? Really? Thank you, Piggy. Yeah. Oh, let me not break the box. Whee! I got it. 1, 2, 3. It's paper! Both of them? Oh! Okay. So it's the first and the second book. Okay. Ready? New cover. Look at that. And he signed it. Oh, it feels so nice. That's cool. And it has the original little symbolism or what logo. Aww. Look at this. A little card with the information on the back. 15-year-old Shentelle is running from her past. Equipped with the city's most advanced implant, she needs her close friends to survive. When one of them is killed by a peculiar market vendor, Shentelle tries to hide her identity before falling sick from a deadly disease. To survive, Shentelle must trust Oscar Sunder, an off-the-grid specialist who helped design a way for humans to live forever. All right, so we got a little bit of the new snippet. Oh, a little signature for the memories of a lifetime. I got a sticker! Yeah! Does that mean he has a YouTube? If he has a YouTube, go check it out. I love stickers. I'm a sucker for stickers. That's awesome. Oh, mahalo. I miss Hawaii. Wow, it's so much thicker. It's so much thicketer. Look. Oh, I guess I could have shown you the entire thing. Front spine, back, and it is a different summary. Oh, it's large font too. If you have issues reading smaller font, this is perfect. You will not have any issues with this. Perfect. The new summary is 15-year-old Shentelle is running from her past. Equipped with the city's most advanced implant, she needs her close friends to survive. When one of them is killed by a peculiar market vendor, Shentelle tries to hide her identity before falling sick from a deadly disease, which is what I read on that thing. But there's more. As transgression explodes on the streets of Thicket, Shentelle's illness triggers a relentless adversary. Excuse you, sir. I haven't even taken the second thing out. It's getting in the box. He left, but it's okay. Sorry. My bad. Moving on. Here we go. Shentelle's illness triggers a relentless adversary into stealing a secret device. The comp-ucube. 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 I don't know how to say it, but it looks cool. Motivated by greed and godlike control over the entire population, only the faithless are willing to sacrifice their humanity to be in charge of everyone. To survive, Shentelle must trust Oscar Sunder, an off-the-grid who helped design a way for humans to live forever. In an era of body modifications and second chances, Oscar's archaic method of deduction may be exactly what Shentelle needs to reconcile her past. Together, Oscar and Shentelle will discover a purpose far greater than salvaging the last stronghold on the planet. Oops, sorry. A tale of hope for the human race and proof that God exists in the city of Thicket. Oh my gosh. I read the first one perfectly. I don't know what's happening now. I also love the way this feels. It's so nice, and I love that hair is cool. It's kind of why I dressed the way I dressed today. I have not used this wig since I did a little Star Wars acting remake fan-made thing. Anyway, and now the second one, which I am excited for. 1, 2, 3. This one's thick. Born in Silver is the spy and the bat. The thrilling follow-up to City of Thicket. I'll read it in a second. I'm looking. I'm enjoying. It's so cool. I like comparing first and second books because of like themes, motifs, color schemes, etc. Look at them together. That's cool. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't ask. That's so cool. Born in Silver. Little title page with the... Oh no! I got another thingy! Yeah, another little thingy. I need to redo my nails. Don't talk about it. And the summary on the back, which I guess I'll just read on the back. That's so cool. Oh, for the words that stay. And it's signed. And there it is again. Go check out his YouTube if he has a YouTube. That's cool. I need to reread these because this was a lot of fun to read. Okay, here's the second book. If you don't want, I guess, spoilers, if there are any spoilers, skip ahead. Also, I'm totally aware my wig and my pants don't match. I love these pants and they're super comfortable and it is cold outside, so don't look at them. The thrilling follow-up to City of Thicket. 15-year-old Shentelle yearns for a normal life after narrowly escaping the clutches of a deadly disease. Armed with custom biometric implants and a new identity, she believes she has everything she needs to reclaim her future. But peace is short-lived. When a sinister threat from Shentelle's past resurfaces, preying on the city's most vulnerable, harvesting their comp-ucube implants to fuel a terrifying new weapon, Oscar Sunder is driven to protect the innocent people of Thicket. Partnered with Nielsen Ward, a teenage peacekeeper with a remarkable talent for electronics, they must confront a digital infection that spreads across the city like a plague, targeting every person with an implant. In a world shattered by chaos, where the past bleeds into the present and hope hangs by a thread, survival becomes a battle fought within the soul. That's cool. That's exciting. I need to reread these. Oh my gosh. That looks cool together. Look. That's cool. And I mean, technically, this year I do want to read all the books in my shelves. It's probably not going to happen this whole year. It'll probably be spread out over the next 2 or 3. But I'll get there eventually and I'll read my books. I'm not rereading books unless there's a second book that I have not read that I will reread. So, this is going on my bookshelf. It will get reread. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for sending this to me. ATVX. I think I've said your name differently every single time I say it. But I appreciate it. I'm so excited and I love it. And I enjoyed this book a lot. This is a lot of fun to read. And I love the dystopian and the cyberpunkiness of it. There are actually moments in this book that I think about, and it was smart, it was intelligent,
It was just a great read all around, and I really enjoyed it. If you'd like, I can go ahead and post my actual review of it when I did post a review. If you want to see what I said, if not, you can always see for yourself. I'm going to read just a little bit from the beginning, just so you get a feel. Yeah. In B-157, 2218 AD, somewhere in Sector West. Chapter 1, Celebration of Change. The scalpel glints, sharp enough that even a tremor in the wrong direction could paralyze Shentelle's entire left arm. Without anesthesia, every second stretches into agony. I remember this opening. A tear escapes despite her effort to stay composed. She bites her lower lip, enduring the incision and wishing she had gone to the government health tower, anything to escape this pain. Her gaze drifts to her arm resting along the makeshift operating table, a kitchen countertop. Blood seeping from several deep cuts in her wrist, feeling the air with metallic tastes of something too familiar. Shentelle closes her eyes, trying to block out the pressure and the sharp, consuming pain of a surgical blade carving into her flesh, removing strips of skin and muscle for a purpose that's already starting to fade from memory. The tiny room blazes with light from countless archaic figures dangling on the tangled cables. A grid of LED bulbs stretches across the ceiling, as if the room had been designed to slowly bleach the human race of its color. Copper pipes run discreetly along the walls, releasing a constant electrical hum that fills the silence with white noise, something for Shentelle to cling to keep her fear from spilling over. On the edge of consciousness, she mumbles to the surgeon beside her. His gown, a shade of sterile white, nearly matching the uneven walls, blurs his shape, making him seem to dissolve into the brightness of her hysteria. Oops, sorry. Blood stains Freckle's gloves, and the scalpel trembles slightly as it carves another deliberate line across her wrist. Oops, sorry again. Shentelle keeps whispering to herself that this is for her benefit. She forces her hazy eyes to stay on the surgeon, to trust his precision, and as he works to connect her consciousness to the small device, anything to keep her mind away from the pain. Shentelle remembers her mother, the way she held her hand, and the certainty that someone could make everything better. A kiss on a scraped knee, a palm on a troubled shoulder, a gentle hug to soften the hard times. This is what Shentelle longs to feel. She must remember that once this procedure is over, she'll be able to connect with the rest of the city. Soon, she will blend in. Soon, like her friends, she will be able to pay for meals, record her dreams, make calls, and monitor her health with the touch of a button. The device in her wrist will be a multimedia platform, something to enjoy, or at least a way to digitally preserve the last of her teenage years for others to remember her joy. Shentelle has to hold on to the positive outcome of such risky operation. She cannot treat it like another tattoo. The thought that she must die during it sits heavily in her chest. Having a powerful device implanted in her wrist increases the risk of getting caught and being thrown away with Thicket's unwanted. She could have saved up credits to have her implants installed professionally. Instead, she chose to have her comp-ucube placed in an unlicensed apartment turned clinic by a man who has more scars on his arms than she would like to see. The surgeon ties off the last stitch, and Shentelle jerks her shoulder back in pain. The skin around the dark metal in her wrist is bright red, irritated by the stale apartment air. She sits up, straightens her back, and scans the quiet room, pulling her implanted arm to her stomach. Unable to ignore the splintered ends of the stitches, she pinches the skin. Brave as you are, you shouldn't be touching that, the surgeon says, glancing up while he arranges his tools. You can't tell me what to do, she snaps, still squeezing the skin beside the wound. He grabs her dirty hand before it can contaminate the exposed incision. Hey, I'm serious, he says, chuckling as he holds her wrist. That's a really bad idea. Shentelle pulls her hand free, staring at him with the urge to slap his face. She watches him peel off his bloody gloves and drop them into a waste receptacle. The surgeon grabs a roll of white cloth and wraps Shentelle's wound several times, hoping the pressure will jumpstart the healing process. He reaches into a nearby bin of gadgets, pulls out an electronic tablet, and smudges his thumb across the glass surface. Okay, since I gave you that shot of HDCV, you'll need to wait 48 hours. Is that what my chart says? Shentelle swings her legs off the counter and leans forward, trying to glimpse the glowing screen he seems to be paraphrasing. No, it's science. He flicks through the display without looking up. And you need an update. What update? She echoes, watching him scroll. No, he glances up, correcting himself with a quick shake of his head. Wait, imprint. Shentelle lowers her gaze, unable to meet his eyes. I need your imprint drive to finish up. His tone suggests he's talking more to himself than to her. So it's not ready? She looks up slowly. Yes and no. He smirks, trying to save face. Ready blank units aren't easy to find. Wait. Shentelle straightens, pulling her wrist closer. Was this harvested? Well, yeah. He tries to make a joke of it, but falls silent under the look of anguish. Look, there's no damage. It's like new. Well, almost new. The ligaments just need time to anchor. Maybe another software update. His attention drifts back to the tablet. Definitely need to clean my router next chance I get. That and another patch. His voice fades as he mutters to himself. And I still need your ID. His head jerks up again. What if, Shentelle offers carefully, I add it later? Guess that'd be fine, he says after a beat, confident again. As long as it gets rooted. You don't want that nasty willow in you. One of Shentelle's biggest fears about completing the surgery is slipping into the grip of willow amnesia, a devastating 23rd century disease that attacks the central nervous system and scrambles the brain's long-term memory center. Dreadfully aware of the risks, Shentelle knows what must be done. She agrees with the surgeon that rooting her implant is the best way to prevent the worst kind of pain, forgetting herself. She refuses to be hindered by infection or haunted by a stranger's past woven into her own living memory. Fighting the urge to scream, the pain in Shentelle's left wrist grows beyond what she can endure. She wonders what kind of mess she has gotten herself into. Her thoughts drift to the group of rebellious friends who pushed her into getting the implant. They swore the surgeon was the best in the underground market. They promised that once she was connected like everyone else, she would feel closer to her creator. Shentelle tries to justify the throbbing pain by blaming the circumstances of the procedure, focusing on her friends and everyone's desperate attempts to get back into the city. Still, a cold certainty sinks in. She has no one left to trust. Just clean me up and let me go. Shentelle lifts her wrist, determination flashing in her eyes. If I remember correctly, the surgeon says, turning away. He sets the tablet on a nearby table and walks toward a large machine in the next room. She's right here. The surgeon drags a metal-piped contraption across the kitchen floor. The dull shine of its surface does little to reassure Shentelle of its recent maintenance or cleanliness. Hanging from a canopy of wired mesh are two mechanical joints, like metal predators poised to devour human arms, designed to root the comp-ucube system. The arms connect to a large liquid filter and separation chamber, both linked to a humming computer station. Kinda hurts at first. He knocks one of the joints, making the entire contraption squeal and twist. But you're joking. Shentelle stares at the rigid, jerky motion of the surgeon's rooter. No, it'll be fine. You don't want that willow teasing you, forcing its way into your head. He grabs one of the mechanical arms from its place on the vine. And it's not like there's another way. Alright, so I'm going to stop there. That's a little bit of the beginning of the City of Thicket. So go check it out. I really did enjoy this book, and I look forward to reading the second one. I really love these new covers. They look really good. I love the coloration and the art on the front. I love this cube, and I love this, whatever this is. I love that. I can't wait to reread this one and read this one for the first time and continue this saga, because it really was a fun book. There's the first one next to the new first one and the new second one, and a box in my way. Anyway, that's all I have for you in this one. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening to me read for a little bit, and go support him in his book series. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. And see you guys on YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. Go to Twitter. I don't know. Go follow him. Go check out his work. I enjoyed it. I keep saying that because it's true, and that's, yeah. Anyway, thanks for reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!